Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Pinoy Abroad. I'm here at my other job, guys. This is not actually a home; it's a workplace. So I'm here just to pick up another shift. It's a beautiful afternoon. The sun's still out there, and it's already 8 o'clock. This is because it's summer. The sun sets very late, around 9 o'clock here. So it's nice. It's not very hot. Um, but anyway, guys, so just came here to this job to just pick up. I just wanted to pick up a few shifts this month because I'm working on a project at home. Um, this is a very nice part-time job. I just wanted to let you know that part-time jobs here in the States are pretty common. We call it sideline in the Philippines. So whatever you want to call a sideline or part-time jobs, they're pretty common here in the States, and at some point you might need it if you come to the States. Although not necessary, but if you're okay with your full-time job, you don't necessarily have to have a part-time job. But at some point you might want to consider like a part-time, just in case there's something you want to spend on, like project at home, or you want to spend on a vacation, or you want to buy something expensive and stuff like that, and you don't want to touch your saved up money in the bank. A part-time job will be very beneficial in that scenario. um, a lot of people here in the States would like to have a part-time job in that sense. And sometimes like you're on a budget, and you don't realize you're going beyond your budget because you're just spending out there and buying the stuff that you like, and the next thing you know, you're almost out of money. And this is when you need this type of part-time job. The good thing about this type of part-time job, guys, is that I don't necessarily have to come here on a scheduled basis. Like, I don't have to be here every Monday or every Tuesday. It's all up to me if I want to pick up the shift. They just lay out the shift out there, and then you just pick the shifts that you want to pick up. And if you don't need to pick up the shift, you don't have to. You still get to keep the employment. Um, and that's one thing good about it. Although if you're okay with your salary, if you have a full-time job, I wouldn't recommend you to have a double job, like going back and forth with your part-time and your full-time job. Just have like something like a per diem like this. What I do here, guys, is I take care of a patient. It's a one-to-one, so we take care of like trach patients here, and we just make sure they get their cares. They're taken care of. Their cares are met at the end of the shift, and they don't develop any complications, and they're not very needy. The nice thing about this part-time job also is that a lot of employees here are very helpful, and also the management is pretty flexible. This is my second hire here. I submitted my resignation before about a year ago, and then I also reapplied not too long ago, and they rehired me. And it's I just like the flexibility, and being able to pick up whenever I want and not work whenever I don't want to work. um, and I have pretty much a few days to fill, because like I only work at the hospital 7 days in 2 weeks, or 7 days in a pay period. Typically, if you're a full-time worker, you typically work Mondays through Fridays. So that's 5 times a day, or 5 times a week. So a total of 10 days a pay period. I work at the hospital 7 days a pay period. So I have like this week I only work twice at the hospital, and then the following week I work 4 days or 5 days. And then so those days I try to like fill in with part-time. Although I love my days off, I don't necessarily work during my days off. But if I have something going on, like if I'm working on a project, if I want to purchase something really expensive, then I go pick up with my part-time job, and then save up that money so that I can purchase what I want. So it's a nice thing to have. I don't know, guys, how it works in the Philippines. I know some employers there would like to have commitment with their employees. From what I heard from my wife, because she worked in the Philippines in the bank, and she said that a lot of employers want their employees to just stick with one job. because they want to get their loyalty for some reason. And also, it's hard to have like double jobs, especially with the traffic and all that commute thing. So, fortunately, here in the States, they're very flexible. So, you can have as much job as you want, as much double job as you want, as long as you can afford it. But I wouldn't recommend that. It would be too stressful. You don't live to work, you work to live. So yeah, only like if this part-time job was too stressful, I probably wouldn't stick here. I probably would have quit. But because this part-time job was very flexible and just there's less stress here, and that's why I kept it. I've had part-time jobs in the past where like it was just too stressful. You can't have too much of a work. It's gonna burn you out. You're gonna end up getting sick. So I wouldn't recommend that. But just so you know, guys, if you come to the States, there's that option that's very common here in the States. So it would be nice to have like at least a part-time job once in a while, um, so you can meet your needs. um, so yeah, that's all, guys. Just a food for thought. I hope you guys like this video. If you think this is helpful, hit share and like. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe by hitting the bell button so I can notify my next videos. So if you have any questions, leave them down below in the comments section. Okay, I'll see you soon. Peace.